Kai Cenat beefed with Ye and has hung out with Kim Kardashian and Mariah Carey. But before being Streamer of the Year in 2023 and 2024, he hit rock bottom and lived in a shelter. He remembers,
I live in Georgia now, but when we was in a shelter, we was also in Georgia.
Oh,
So
okay.
when my mom was going through a lot of stuff, we was in the shelter actually here where we are right now. And then after we got back on our feet a little bit, we went to Brooklyn and just like try to get things done. After everything changed, we went right to the Bronx.
as a reminder, Kai says,
Still, my mom still got the shelter sheets in her crib, like for memories. Yeah, like we still got that. I just remember like the craziest stuff. The people from there. My mom doing things by herself. Like she's like a hero. So I'm not gonna lie. Like
haunted by his father, who was not there for him, Cenat had a lot to overcome. It was tough growing up. My mom wasn't the parent that always had it financially, he continued. I was only getting one pair of sneakers for the whole year. I never complained about it. You feel what I'm saying. I understood what was happening, and my mom did her best to provide. And sometimes it looked like he wouldn't make it. This is how he proved everyone wrong and did it anyway. Don't worry. This story may get sad at times, but it's one victory and redemption for a guy whose brutal hand in life would not defeat granted him and overcame everything life could throw at him. Now, Kai is the most streamed account on Twitch, ever. But who is this incredible talent, and how did he beat the odds? The story is far more complicated than you think. The not yet streamer was born in 2001 in New York. His mom is from Trinidad and Tobago, an island in the Caribbean, while his father is from Haiti. But for much of his life, Dad was not in the picture, an issue that would haunt Kai and cause much speculation after he hit the big time, but we will get to that. Since his mom raised a talented child and his 3 siblings, including twin sister Kaya, Kai rightfully calls his mother a hero. She did the best she could to provide for the family, raising them on the mean streets of the Bronx. While he grew up to be a big star, Cenat remained pretty small physically. He has sometimes referred to himself as the shortest man alive. Kai has used different numbers of inches for his exact height to throw us off. However, comparing his height to celebrities he has taken pictures with indicates he stands somewhere around 5 feet 5 inches. Perhaps too avidly getting teased and gaining popularity despite his lack of stature, Kai became the undisputed class clown. With that killer sense of humor, it didn't take long for Cenat to post stuff wherever he could. On Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, his content was always magnetic. Kai attended high school at Frederick Douglass Academy in West Harlem, and then attended the State University of New York at Morrisville to study business administration. But the truth is, he found that stuff pretty dull. And who can blame Kai for that? Especially since new and exciting opportunities have opened up for Cenat. A discovered talent Cenat was out there on social media, building a following. But he wasn't big yet. But that was all about to change. Roberto Gonzalez, better known as Phantom, was the first significant name to discover Kai. This streamer was part of the AMP, Any Means Possible, a content collective known for its loud and exuberant style. The group was formed in 2021 and has become so big that it now has close to 7 million subscribers on YouTube. They all live together in a big, expensive, multi-million-dollar house that their popularity has bought them. The more people saw this guy, the more they loved him. One user on Reddit explains, "This dude keeps me laughing and happy. Days at work can be tough, or even nights at home seem depressing. When he's streaming, there isn't a dull moment. Shoot, all AMP keeps me laughing. But since Kai is a night owl like me, it is easier to stick with him." And so many people connect with him on a visceral level like that. And by 2022, his work with AMP was getting big-time views, and everyone wanted to work with this budding superstar. Now he could bring some big names onto his streams. 2022, Cenat brought Bobby Shmurda, Lil Baby, Kevin Hart, and 21 Savage onto his channel, changing the English language. Cenat likes to talk a lot, and very quickly and enthusiastically. But what people sometimes miss is just how creative his language is. He throws around new words all the time. 2 of them have become so common that many people don't even know where they come from. For example, instead of using the old-fashioned and cumbersome word charisma, Kai prefers the more dynamic Riz. You will often hear it used to describe how good someone is at chatting up members of the opposite sex. Now, to be sure, Cenat didn't invent that word. It has been used long before in some African American circles. But his use popularized it throughout the country and even the world. The word became so crucial that in 2023, the snobs at Oxford University Press named it their word of the year. Another word associated with Kai is great, a kind of shorthand for goddamn. Cenat often exclaims about a woman who is packed and stacked in the back, if you know what I mean. The other folks in AMP thought that was hilarious. Kai explains that everybody used to say goddamn or golly, but I said it weird. I'd always say guy it, I would never say goddamn. The chat realized that, in a way of making fun of me in 2020, they started typing guy it to mock me. That term has been used by Jamaican immigrants to the United States for years. But again, our favorite streamer popularized the content. That word was also nominated for Word of the Year in 2023, this time by the American Dialect Society. How many streamers have changed the freaking English language? Cenat is known for many things, but perhaps the streamer is most associated with his determination to complete Elden Ring. While often joking around, he is a pretty serious gamer, and his epic battle with this notoriously difficult RPG is a testament to that. It took Cenat 167 hours and around 1,700 character deaths, but he finally got there. And man, it was sometimes painful to watch. Beginners don't usually fare very well with Elden Ring, and Kai was no exception. We saw him run into two serious walls. First, the tree sentinel took the dude 6 hours and 123 deaths to overcome. Then he broke down, trying to kill the Red Wolf of Radagon. Then came the toughest test of all, the infamous Millennia. Most comments predicted that Cenat would fail after spending 30 hours on that super boss, who killed his character over 400 times. But this streamer is made of sterner stuff, and it beats them all. Sure, no one is going to give Kai points for style, but his determination is ridiculous. The streamer is as tough as he is hilarious, and his unwillingness to surrender was an inspiration to everyone watching. Millions watched his 167-hour stream with bated breath to see if Kai could make it. He promised that the stream would not end until he beat the game, and indeed, the cameras kept running even while he slept. The funny part is that while many people tuned out while he blissfully snored away, plenty were happy to watch Cenat sleep. His numbers were well over 100,000, and 10,000, 20,000 people were often streaming when asleep. Kai is a good guy. Recently, Kai announced that he is buying his first house solo. Everyone worried he would move and take that iconic streaming setup with him, but thankfully that was never the plan. Instead, Cenat plans to move his friend Ray there. Yep, and that's the guy better known as Ryazin Boy. Kai said,
in my new crib, the only way you might see my new crib, chat, is Ray will now have his setup in my house, so no neighbors can complain when Ray is streaming.
Man, if only we had a friend like that. Meanwhile, Cenat plans to use the rest of the house for storage. I won't be living there, chat. I just bought a house because I want to move some of this stuff that doesn't need to be in this room there. The secret of Kai's success. Despite a complex life story and coming from a disadvantaged family, Kai has always kept his spirits up and never surrendered. His perseverance in Elden Ring represents that never say die attitude and optimism with which he faces life no matter what. And most of all, Cenat makes everyone around him happy, and you can't put a price on that.